In recent years, Hollywood movies have become unwatchable due to the imposed ideological agenda. A good example is the fictional world of British aristocracy in a top-rated TV series, where a duchess is played by a black actress, and everyone pretends that this is how it should be. The creation of an alternative narrative, the promotion of psychological deviations as the new norm, all of this has become tiresome for reasonable, normal people. It all looks as if the world has gone mad, and any attempt to point this out was met with rejection by certain individuals. Moreover, social media platforms moderated discussions in such a way that any attempt to voice concerns about the abnormality of these approaches led to being banned. After all, your opinion could offend mentally ill people who were advocating for their rights. In recent years, Hollywood has not only been mass-producing films and series in a globalist agenda, but has also sometimes crossed the line in political matters. Trump understands that Hollywood is a powerful lever of influence on the minds of millions of people, not only in the United States, but worldwide. That is why such a tool must be kept under control. In 2019 in Texas, I attended the Dell Days conference, where an entire day was dedicated to how Dell hires disabled people, women, representatives of national minorities, or LGBT individuals. Their professional qualities were not the focus. It was more important to be a one-legged, non-traditionally oriented disabled person, preferably of a different skin color. Then the chances of getting a job skyrocketed, and companies simply hired such individuals to align with the spirit of the times. No one thought about their qualifications. By 2024, the crisis had hit corporate America so hard that many companies began to abandon their programs supporting the aforementioned mentally ill animals, whose main achievement in life was simply being different from others while possessing no real skills. Not all of them, but many. The U.S. has nurtured a vast layer of useless freeloaders, which has ultimately led to the need to get rid of them. These programs have started to shut down one after another. For example, recent news from Apple indicates that the company is scaling back its support program for talents who stood out due to their life preferences and received advantages over ordinary people. However, the company's shareholders are concerned that this could lead to lawsuits from regular employees claiming discrimination. The U.S. Supreme Court has classified this as positive discrimination. Abnormality is no longer being rewarded or normalized. The complaints of the oppressed and offended, echoing through social media, are hard to summarize in a couple of sentences. All these mentally ill freeloaders from the LGBT community believed they had won the lottery and would be provided with jobs for life without having to do anything. Now it turns out that this is far from the case, and various environmental initiatives, such as people collecting plastic caps in offices and advocating for nature conservation, are being left behind. Business has remembered its original function and is now focusing on core objectives. Changes are also happening in Meta, where all inclusivity programs are being canceled, and tampons are being removed from men's restrooms in offices. Some mentally ill male employees, who sincerely believe they are women, had demanded the presence of such tampons. Zuckerberg gives a programmatic interview, discussing pressure from politicians, content moderation, and at the same time unveiling new rules. Now, it is no longer taboo to insult sexual minorities within the bounds of common sense. Moderation will not be as strict as before. Before Trump moves into the White House, Zuckerberg is demonstrating incredible agility in shifting positions mid-air. The agenda is changing, and these are radical changes. Companies are now competing to become as normal as possible compared to their versions from 5 years ago.
No matter how many surgeries you have or chemicals you inject, if you're born with male DNA in every cell of your body, you can never become a woman. You're not going to be a woman. And that's why last month I proudly signed a historic executive order to ban men from competing in women's sports, and it was very popular and very